My name is Lauren, and over the past 7 months or so, I have been using the ketogenic diet to treat, and I'm going to say it, put my schizoaffective disorder into remission. If you clicked on this video just to get the scoop on mine and Rob's changing relationship, totally fair based on the thumbnail, feel free to skip ahead to that segment. But before I get into that, I'm going to bring you along with me and share a little bit more about how this med taper has gone and how the experience of withdrawal has been over the last week or so. But first, really quick, I just want to let you know about something really cool that's happening. If you have used the ketogenic diet to treat your mental illness successfully and want to share your story, I really encourage you to apply to the Metabolic Mind Fresh Start program. They're giving out, I think, 5 awards of $10,000 each to 5 different individuals who want to share their story more openly about successfully using the ketogenic diet to treat their mental illness. So I will leave a link in the description below with more details about how to apply. I think you have until August 8th, so check that out right away. Okay, on to the video. Off to another race, this time a trail running race. But the most exciting part is Rob and Teddy are racing too. Teddy, are you excited to run your race? Yeah. Are you gonna run fast? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Bubba and Grandpa and me.
You gonna show them all how fast you run?
Yeah.
You gonna run fast?
Yeah.
No, Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my fast.
Oh, you have your fast trail running shoes on, hey?
Yeah.
Good. You have your fast trail running shoes on?
That's my only gun. I think it's You got your fast shoes. Mom's got her fast shoes. Woo. Good job, Teddy. Go, 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 go. Good job. Good job. Woo! Good runs. Good job. Was that fun? Yeah.
You're proud of yourself? Good. I'm so proud of you too. You did so good. You did awesome.
Did you run the whole way?
Almost.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Teddy, good work. Can I have a high five too? Good job. Nice.
Very elevation-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of hills.
Yeah, I'm in withdrawal still.
Oh.
So this is my second race I've done while in withdrawal.
Okay.
Wouldn't recommend, but it was fun. Oh, this is
Well done, Rob. You guys came in 4th and 6th. Oh, really? 6th overall? Yeah.
Here is our support squad. Hey, thanks guys. Here is the other faction of our support squad.
Second place from Edmonton with a time of
it's called an Osmo.
36:35. Lauren Kennedy West. Good job, ladies. Those are fast times. From Erskine with a time of 33:53. Ryan Gonda.
You want to wear this
He's
one?
not here.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Second place, 05, Mike Blainer
So
Hassett.
close to being on the podium. Good work, Rob. Hey Teddy, how was your race? How are you feeling after your race?
Maybe good.
Maybe good?
Yeah.
Are you a little tired?
Yeah.
Did you have a big epic nap on the drive home that we had to drive around town a little bit more for until it was over?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am pretty beat. This is the second of this race series that I've attempted to do like a week and a half after going down on meds, which is probably not smart and something that I should work harder on avoiding. But it was fun, feeling okay. Definitely going to need to work a little bit harder on recovery over the next day or two, just in terms of like the withdrawal stuff and then the added stress that I just put on my body this morning. It is the evening after the race, Monday, and I haven't recorded all day because, well, I've been in quite a foul mood all day. And I speculate that has to do with withdrawal. I'm talking about having been in a foul mood today.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Tread lightly.
Oh. I could have been more patient.
I was not, yeah. I was not the most patient-centric parent today. I was not the most patient partner today. I was cranky. I just don't feel well. My brain feels really off. And I just, I've been like saying over and over again how, I feel so much capacity throughout this. And I just feel like it's all taken away with these withdrawals. And this one is actually feeling particularly difficult. But
no symptoms?
No symptoms, no. So that's nice. I'm just not my nicest version of myself. Yeah. I was reflecting on, I was saying this in therapy the other day, that I felt like I was coming into my own with my newfound capacity, where it was just starting to feel like it was clicking and I was feeling really, really good. And I think I said to her, I was feeling that for almost a month, a few weeks. And so trying to remember through this taper and experience of withdrawal that will probably come again. Still doing everything the same, following medical keto, metabolic therapies. And I know, I hope that this withdrawal will pass and I will get back to feeling well again.
It's not like your ketones have been low either, but you could maybe be doing those exogenous ketones as well.
That's not a bad idea. Actually, I haven't really done that during this withdrawal. I took some exogenous ketones before the race yesterday, but I haven't done it from like a therapeutic dealing with withdrawal perspective. Maybe that's a good idea.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe I will be less cranky tomorrow and more able to bring you along with me. Okay, night. I struggled through withdrawal over the next 2 days and did not record anything. But I did use exogenous ketones. I've shared them before. The brand that I use is Shift. They are super effective and they really did help me get through the ickies of withdrawal. And it really helped me to feel better and clearer and, yeah, just better mentally and physically. Hi.
Hi. Happy anniversary.
Oh, it's our anniversary.
Not bigger as summer. Not bigger as summer.
This is not the biggest summer.
Yummy.
Is that good? I think foraging is more in line with traditional keto.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is a keto activity.
So, what's been the best 4 years of your life so far?
I mean, these exact last 4 years.
Well, 6 years, but the best have been not married to me.
What would you say, like, oh, well, the first 4 years of our relationship were the best, and it's gone downhill
the
since
last
then.
2. How's it going?
Good. Tired.
Rob was a little bit shy, but not wearing a shirt on the internet. You know what? It's hot. So if you need to take your shirt off to be comfortable running outside, do it. While I've been running, I've been listening to a lot of Dr. Casey Means content. She wrote the book that recently came out called Good Energy. I started listening to that audiobook as well on runs, and it's really kind of mind-blowing. She goes over basically how to work on metabolic health and improve metabolism, how to ameliorate how your body produces and uses energy. Thus the title, Good Energy. So I just finished her interview she did on Jay Shetty's podcast. Maybe I'll link to that video in the description below, because I really enjoyed it. It was really informative and great. It also helps runs feel less painful, more enjoyable when you find something good to listen to that you enjoy. What were you listening to?
Beastie Boys.
Hey!
Intergalactic planetary.
Careful, we're going to get a copyright infringement.
You don't want to hear me sing.
We are making a somewhat obscene amount of buffalo chicken tots.
The kids like eating these ones, this stuff. So it's...
well, like, it depends on the mood.
Well, it depends whether or not we cook them and they're crispy enough. But it's chicken thighs with like a... What is this seasoning?
It's a Cajun seasoning.
Cajun seasoning.
We just make a big batch of it with various...
Which we also use with like shrimp and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then this is avocado oil.
And then there's also kind of like a buffalo sauce that we put on top before they go in the oven. Hot sauce, butter, I think garlic powder, and a bit of lemon juice. That's going in. That's going in. We're going on date night tonight. That's why we cooked so early in the day. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Decaf coffees. Yeah. It's really the only thing that we can order when we go out.
It was a little tricky coming up with a date destination. Because I feel like so many date venues are very food and drink oriented. Maybe one day keto will be mainstream. Flavored sparkling water for everyone.
And what? Low carbohydrate cafe treats?
Little meat cafes.
Yeah.
Meat and butter. Yeah. So we were just that obnoxious couple who watched our wedding video in the cafe. And just sitting here reflecting on our anniversary on, how much has changed over the last 4 years. And thought it might be worth reflecting here as well on, I don't know, how my illness has changed our relationship. Like in our wedding video, it's like our vows are the voiceover, and I bring up my illness in my vows. Like that's how ingrained in our lives it has been. And we were just talking about how I am almost completely off medication, symptom-free. My life and my experience of my illness is hugely changed, and I don't know, that affects every aspect of my life, including my marriage with you, how I show up in various relationships. And, yeah.
I think that it's going to take longer for us to kind of reorient our lives, not around, I don't know, like
managing and navigating my illness and fitting it into how we live.
Yeah, I mean, I think that took a considerable amount of effort and time and like impacted our relationship in a lot of different ways, and there's like a level of reorienting that I don't even think we're there yet.
No, definitely not. I think it's going to be a lengthy process. I think I haven't even figured out really how to utilize or live with my like increasing capacity, and that's kind of been a theme that's come up for us about like, how do I step into this new role, life capacity? And it's something to work out because it is a really big change.
It's a little overwhelming.
It is a little overwhelming, yeah. That opens up a big can of worms of like, who am I without my illness? In terms of that identity piece being wrapped up in your experience of an illness that impacts your life so profoundly, like schizophrenia.
But I think that there's like it's not just you in terms of like reorienting your identity. Yeah. It's like, I think we were really just kind of starting to come to terms with the idea of this like caregiver dynamic. Like, it's not like I was ever your caregiver, but there was a dynamic there, and like, just being honest, like, I think there was a lot of like built up resentment that kind of happened over the years because we hadn't really figured that out and how to navigate that together. And we were kind of in therapy beginning to figure that out, like after you stopped going, like after you dropped out of your master's program, and then started keto. And so, there's been kind of a lot to adjust to, and there will be more to kind of adjust to.
Now I'm Rob's caregiver.
Yeah. I mean, you push me running.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot that we kind of need to give ourselves room to explore how our relationship dynamic changes and adjusts to this. And
I think that's something that's really not talked about enough in terms of intimate partnerships whereby there is some element of caregiving present as well, or necessary. I don't think we ever were like, I was never like, I want Rob to be a caregiver for me. It's just kind of a necessary component of sometimes needing extra support. And that was difficult to figure out, and it was an ongoing process, and we were just kind of...
I think it brought a lot of conflict.
It did bring a lot of conflict, just trying to figure out how to make that work, and maybe not even how to make it work, but just getting trapped or like caught in different roles at different times that there wasn't clear communication about, where there wasn't clear expectations of what role each person should be in at any given time, and they overlapped and got messy. That in and of itself was super complicated, and now my experience of my illness is changing and evolving, and that is also bringing, complication to evolving roles in our relationships and how that works, and it's a lot to wade through.
I think there's also an element of like, you struggled with this illness through basically all of your adult life, and so there's kind of a level of like, you like learning how to adult.
Yeah, very much so. There's a lot of aspects of like taking care of myself that I just needed support with for the bulk of my adult life, or just didn't happen because I didn't have that support. And so like, that's part of stepping into increased capacity and learning how to navigate that, learning how to be a person in this new experience of not really having the illness anymore. Thank you for sticking by me through all of it, the ups and downs, working on our evolving relationship dynamics. I'm grateful for you.
Grateful for you too.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. How many times is that going to come up in this video?
Marriage is whatever, but it's nice to celebrate choosing each other every day.
Yeah.
Barf, sorry. Okay.
This was the apartment building that Lauren had just moved into when I first met her.
Yeah, I lived here. It's actually subsidized housing because I was on disability at the time.
I'm a student, right? Or
I guess I was a student too, but it was primarily because I was on disability and I still couldn't afford it. You know what? That's a real issue for a lot of people who are living with mental illness. So yeah, I was in a space where I couldn't really work or hold a job, and thus I had to be on disability, and that's really oftentimes not enough to live on. No coffee shops are open at night. It's all bars. We're having a hard time finding an open coffee shop.
well, we found one. That's how we started our evening.
Yeah, okay. We were gonna scoot across the river and try to find another, but no, I definitely experienced withdrawal going from 40 to 20 as well. And that was kind of also why I was a little bit leery about jumping completely off of 20. Yeah, so planning, like I think I already feel fine on 10 milligrams. So kind of planning to ride this out for another 6 weeks or so to make it a full 8 weeks of being on that reduced dose, and then try going completely off. I'm really not like kind of blown away that I just don't really experience symptoms anymore. He just gave me the thumbs up, so I think good. Yeah. I got a little irritable going through like the withdrawal period, but it passed, and no, I'm doing well. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye. It's official. Going off my meds in September. Of course, he was like, if there's ever any problem, the answer is to just up your meds again. Okay. I'm baffled by how little he cares about what I'm doing to put my illness into remission. Oh well. I guess there was a resident sitting with him on that call, so maybe the resident will be more curious than he about, well, what's working so well for her?
I think this is kind of like indication of how this really needs to be patient-led.
Yeah.
That it isn't something that most clinicians are just going to recommend.
I'm confused by the lack of curiosity about what is working so unbelievably well for me. He's been my psychiatrist for longer than I've known you, so at least like 7 years. He's seen me go through a lot, and so to have this huge shift in my experience of my illness, there's never been a time where I just report to him, yeah, no symptoms at all. Never. and I'm on 10 milligrams. He was like, that's not even a dose. I was like, I'm aware, like I cut it in half. So yeah, confusing to me that there's not more curiosity in terms of improving standards of care for others as well. Or not even standards of care at this point, but just like, could I apply this to other people who are deep in the throes of struggle? So that was kind of my experience of the second week of navigating withdrawal, or just navigating this med taper. The final one before I go completely off meds, or that's the plan anyway. And yeah, I think that over the last couple days for sure, where I've kind of transitioned out of the withdrawal period, I'm back to feeling really, really good. And I think, yeah, I'm moving through some stuff where I'm kind of just in awe at how I'm feeling. I feel like a broken record, but just more capacity than I have in as long as I can remember. I'm feeling more clarity mentally, more stability, mood-wise, no symptoms. I just feel like I am in my life better and able to live it more fully, and just in a way that feels really good. And so I guess I will just sign off with that kind of sentiment of just immense gratitude for having found this treatment modality, I guess, that I've been trying out over the last 7 months, and just how much positive change it's brought to my life and to my experience of my illness, my schizoaffective disorder. I said at the beginning of this video that I really feel now that it is putting my schizoaffective disorder into remission. And yeah, that really is what it's seeming like. And so we'll continue to bring you guys along throughout this journey as it keeps going. But yeah, just really grateful for where I'm at. Thanks so much for following along and watching this video. And as always, wishing you and your loved ones good health. We'll see you in the next video.